Tonight, the Department of Corrections faces allegations it's not properly paying employees overtime again.
This comes after the prison system paid out millions for the same exact employment allegations. Investigative reporter Quinn RITZDORF is live from the Colorado State Penitentiary in Fremont County with this update in our ongoing investigation, Worked to Death. Quinn?
William Hastings is a criminal investigator here at the Colorado State Penitentiary. In his lawsuit against the Colorado Department of Corrections, he says he isn't being properly paid for working overtime. And this isn't the first time the DOC has faced these types of employment accusations. In 2022, parole officers filed this lawsuit against the Department of Corrections. They claim they weren't properly paid for working overtime, sometimes 80 to 90 hours a week. After 2 years of litigation, the case was settled for $5 million of taxpayer money.
The state wouldn't have settled the first case, especially deep into the seven figures, if the state didn't realize that it had exposure.
Then just months later, criminal investigator William Hastings filed a lawsuit with nearly identical accusations.
I'm not sure I have the level of psychological training to assess why the Department of Corrections is being so stubborn in this pay practice.
Hastings alleges that he is paid only $2 an hour while on call, despite those hours often leading to overtime.
These folks really are running ragged. They're expected to put in huge amounts of time doing stressful, oftentimes dangerous activities. It's our position that the state needs to pay them pursuant to the law for that time.
SWAN says the overtime hours and improper pay is leading to more vacancies, creating a vicious cycle. Between June 2021 and 2022, correction officer job openings increased by 585%. Last year, 13 Investigates spoke with the family of a corrections officer who fell asleep while driving home after work. They believe the exhausting overtime schedule contributed to his death.
The DOC isn't paying us legally. They don't value our time. Don't come work here. And they don't.
13 Investigates reached out to the Department of Corrections, but they declined to comment. We also reached out to the Attorney General's office, who is representing the DOC, but they also declined to comment. Reporting live from the Colorado State Penitentiary, Quinn RITZDORF, 13 Investigates.